Boy, you way too much, got my heartbeat speeding up.
Project Super Crush.
My teeth are practically chattering as I wake up on my first day on campus. It's the middle of August, and yet my room feels like an igloo. Not only that, but the sun has somehow angled itself perfectly through the window right into my eyes. Great. I burrow deeper under the blanket, trying to trap some heat, but by the time I manage it, I'm fully awake. I sigh. I wanted more sleep, especially since this is my last free morning before practice starts, but maybe it's good that I'm up this early. Better to get used to the awful early mornings now. There's really nothing to do yet, but with campus mostly empty, this might be the perfect time to explore. East Vel is huge, and I'd rather get my bearings now while it's just the team and the RAs around. I drag myself to the closet, mentally scanning my options, and there it is. Dad's jacket. I feel that knot of tension tighten in my chest. Not today. I'll save it for tomorrow. Wearing it now would only invite questions I don't have answers for. Football conversations are guaranteed to be awkward, and I'm not ready for that just yet. Instead, I grab my favorite hoodie and denim overalls.
This'll do.
Easy. Casual. Safe. As I step out of Carlotta Hall, the campus greets me with the same overwhelming beauty it did yesterday. The dorms, except for Anderson, where all the athletes stay, are tucked right next to the edge of a forest. The trees are tall, green, and endless. It reminds me of home. My childhood home is surrounded by trees like these, giving it a kind of snobby woodland retreat vibe. I smile as I glance at the streetlight, thinking about what Dad said yesterday about meeting Mom here. I wonder what she'd think, seeing me outside her old dorm. According to Dad, being a writer for the East Vel Tigers isn't just a job. It's a tradition, a role with history, importance, and responsibility. He made it sound like I was stepping into something long-standing, like generations of Tigers fans had been waiting for someone to tell their story the right way. It's bad, I know, taking this role from someone who probably loves football and would kill for this opportunity, but I'm hoping, if I focus hard enough, maybe I can become the best sports journalist out there. And then I'll finally live up to the Johnson name, doing something sports-related. I wander down the path, my eyes soaking in everything. The campus seems to stretch on forever, each turn revealing something more breathtaking than the last. I glance at the map Dad texted me yesterday, but it's not much help. Oh well. If I get lost, at least it'll be somewhere scenic. And then something strange happens. A familiar feeling stirs deep inside of me, faint but insistent. Like a whisper from a part of my brain I haven't visited in a while. Before I can stop it, my thoughts start spinning out of control. But suddenly, I'm imagining a zombie football player stumbling from out of the trees, eyes glazed over and hungry for his freshman snack. Pale skin, droopy eyes, reeking of sweat and grass stains. I snort at the ridiculousness of it, but my mind doesn't quit. Before long, a knight manifests out of thin air, his armor gleaming in the sunlight. Sword in hand, he closes the gap between me and the monster, cutting it down before it gets too close. Then he takes off his helmet. His light brown skin and close-cropped hair almost shimmer as brightly as his armor. He glances my way, a confident smile on his face that sends my heart racing. I know he's just a figment of my imagination, but damn, he's perfect.
Get it together, Jay.
Even though it's embarrassing, I can't deny the flicker of excitement that comes with these random creative visions. It's been a while since I've had one of these moments, maybe not since middle school. And even now, it reminds me of the joy I used to feel back then. Nights, zombies, magical girls. It was always something wild and colorful. The kind of stuff that only made sense in my head. But I've outgrown all that, haven't I? I'm not here to waste time chasing ridiculous stories that only exist in my imagination. Not now. I eventually reach a breezeway that opens up to a view of towering trees, with a walking path stretching into the distance. The whole scene feels like something out of a postcard. Romanesque sculptures and perfectly manicured planters lining either side, as if every corner of East Vel is determined to look disgustingly beautiful. It's hard to take it in without feeling overwhelmed, like I don't belong here. As I crouch down, staring out at the trees, the doubts creep in again. Can I really do this? Everything here seems so perfect, and the semester hasn't even started. The pressure to keep up with this place is already building, squeezing my chest. I'll just have to fake my way through it. Ask the right questions, make friends with the coach and the players. But then there's the other part. The part where I suck at talking to people. Communication is supposed to be a journalist's bread and butter, and yet the thought of simply introducing myself to the team makes my stomach churn. Anxiety tightens its grip, winding its way up my spine until something pulls me out of it. In the distance, just at the edge of the trees, a guy comes into view. Even from this far, I can tell he's way too tall. His strides are heavy, struggling like he's battling against gravity. He's got big puffy hair, light brown skin, and a goatee. I squint, trying to make out more details, but then my heart jumps into my throat.
Come on, Pedretti, you're so slow. What have you been doing all summer, man?
Another guy moves past him, fast and effortless, like something out of a movie. No. Out of my mind. My night. Brought to life. My breath catches, a jolt running through me. How? He's got the same perfect curls, buzzed on the sides, and that jawline. Sharp. Defined, impossible to miss. His light brown face glows in the sunlight, handsome in a way that makes my stomach flip. It only gets worse. His chest is bare, muscles moving in a way that feels unreal, and I can't stop the heat crawling up my face. My pulse pounds in my ears. It's like I've been sucked into my own daydream, but it's not comforting. It's overwhelming. And then, before I even realize it, something else hits me, sharp and unexpected. I'm jealous. But why? He must be a football player. He has to be looking like that. He's perfect. Then he turns his head toward me. From this distance, I'm sure he can't see me, but my heart launches into overdrive anyway. It's like time freezes. I can make out more details of his face now, each one more perfect than the last. And as he starts to blend more and more with the character from my daydream, I do the only thing that makes sense. I duck behind the planter. This is ridiculous. I'm hiding from a guy who doesn't even know I exist, a guy who's probably already forgotten this whole moment. But here I am, crouched behind a planter like an idiot, replaying that glance over and over in my head, like it meant something. He's just a guy, a stupidly good-looking one, yeah, but still just a guy. And yet, it hits me again. That flutter in my stomach. Bigger this time, stronger. and the realization makes everything worse. My thoughts, my jealousy, my fascination with him. It's all tangled up now and I can't make sense of any of it. I run a hand over my face, frustrated, embarrassed, and confused. Damn it. I don't know why I thought I'd be able to forget him. The glance, that stupid smile, it's been playing in my head since I dashed back to my dorm last night. By the time I wake up today, he's still there, haunting my dreams. I seriously have to pull it together. I can't under any circumstances start my first day of practice already obsessing over one of the football players. That would be a disaster, a full-blown nightmare. I can't even imagine explaining that to Dad. I need to focus. Today is the big day. The day my life is supposed to change forever. All right. Just as I'm about to reach the field, a loud, almost comically sharp whistle breaks the silence, jolting me out of my thoughts.
Could that be Mr. J. Johnson?
I turn around and see a guy lumbering toward me. Coach McCartney, I assume. He's built like a bear. His face is framed by a scruffy beard and his cap looks like it's been through a few too many seasons, perched on his head like it's permanently attached. Yes, that's me.
Yeah. Wow. You look just like Ryan. And Dahlia, too.
Oh, really? Nice to meet you, Coach McCartney. Without warning, he slings his arm around my shoulder, practically pulling me into his side.
Oh, you're too polite, son. Call me Uncle Eugene. Now, let's get you out there to meet the guys.
Yeah, of course. I struggle to keep up with his stride while pinned under his surprisingly strong arm. We reach the field and I'm immediately greeted by no less than 12 guys all scattered around, stretching and warming up. My eyes quickly spot the super tall guy I saw yesterday, still as giant as ever. As I scan the field for the other one, the distractingly handsome one, I don't see him, and a small wave of relief washes over me. At least I won't have to worry about short-circuiting during practice. But my relief doesn't last long. Coach blows his whistle again, and all the guys spring to attention, gathering in the center of the field.
All right, boys. I'd like to introduce you to someone very special.
All eyes are on me and Coach, and even though they're seated, I can tell these guys are big. Like, really big. I try not to fidget as I feel their eyes on me, scanning me over. Hi guys. I'm Jay Johnson. Maybe it's just my nerves, but the silence that follows feels deafening. Then one of the players breaks the silence.
Johnson. I feel like I've heard that name before.
How about Ryan Johnson, dumbass, aka Tiger's royalty? But it is a common last name.
That's my dad.
Wait, no, shit! Are you playing with us?
Hold on. A new teammate?
As I stand there, feeling my head spin, trying to figure out who I'm about to disappoint first, Coach takes charge.
All right. Jay's not here to play, guys. He's here to write recaps for our practices before the season starts.
Yeah. The field goes quiet for a moment, the players processing this new information. My heart pounds in my chest as I brace for the onslaught of questions I've been preparing for. But before anyone else can say anything, the struggling runner speaks up again.
That's pretty cool.
Good spirit, Blue.
Oh, thanks. I'll do my best to write up some good stuff for you guys while we're together.
Nice.
And suddenly, the air fills with positive murmurs. The tension in my chest loosens as relief washes over me. I was ready for this to go horribly wrong, but for once, things seem okay. Better than okay, maybe.
All right, boys. Keep your spirits up out there. I'm looking at you, Pedretti.
Come on, Coach. I've been doing well.
All right. Pedretti, you're always last.
You are pretty slow.
Coach dismisses the guys to warm-ups, then turns to me. rubbing his chin like he's deep in thought.
There's one missing, but I'll send him your way later. Looks like the guys like you, though. Welcome. How about you take your notes in the bleachers? No one will be up there during practices, and it'll give you some space to write.
Yeah, sounds good.
Coach is right. The guys seem cool with me being the writer, and that eases some of the weight on my shoulders. I've still got a long way to go in understanding the game, but I'm trying to sit with this small victory. I make my way up the bleachers, feeling a glimmer of hope about the season ahead. Settling into my seat, I pull out my notebook. I could use my phone, but writing by hand has always been my thing. There's something about the scratch of pen on paper that clears my mind, helps me focus. At least that's what usually happens.
Let's do this.
Today, as I stare down at the blank page, though, my mind refuses to cooperate. One confusing thought after another, none of them remotely close to what I should be documenting. I rub my temples, feeling the frustration build. Come on, Jay, focus. But before I can spiral any further, that now familiar whistle pierces the air, yanking me out of my head. I glance up, grateful for the distraction, hoping for a reset. The players have gathered into a huddle again, just like they did when I first arrived. And then I see it. Him. The handsome guy from yesterday. The one I thought I'd escaped.